Okay, so pie charts. So this is how we read them. So we have a pie chart here, and it says that a car dealer sells 400 cars in 1 week. So a pie chart has been drawn to show the number of different coloured cars. Okay, and then we have 3 questions. So this pie represents all 400 cars. Okay, and it's been divided up into slices, and each slice represents the number of each of the different coloured cars. Okay, now if you're not aware of it, if you see this little square in the corner, that means it's a right angle, and a right angle is 90 degrees. Okay, so this angle is 90 degrees, this angle is 90 degrees, this angle we can see is 45, and they've not put this angle on. Okay, so first thing you need to know is that a circle is 360 degrees always. Okay, so if we go to question 1, as we do the question, you'll see how I'm doing this and how it works. So question 1, how many yellow cars were sold? Okay, so this part of the pie chart represents the yellow cars. Now if we have 360 degrees here, okay, then this is 90 of the 360 degrees. Okay, so it looks like a quarter of the circle, and it actually is a quarter of the circle, but we do need to prove this. So question 1, okay, would be 90 degrees of the 360. Okay, now if you have problems with this, go back to cancelling fractions. Now I can see that the 2 zeros can cancel, so I get 9 over 36. Now if you know your 9 times table, 9's into 9 goes once, and 9's into 36 goes 4. So we've actually proven that this is a quarter of the circle. So if it's a quarter of the circle, it's a quarter of the number of cars. Now a quarter of 400, that would be 400 divided by 4, would be 100 cars. Okay, so I hope that I've explained that okay to you. Okay, so what we need to do is find out what fraction of the circle is in that colour, and then we just find the fraction of the number of cars. So if we go to question number 2, how many red cars were sold? Now red, we can see here, is 45 degrees. So that's 45 of the 360. Okay, so we need to cancel this down. Okay, now I know that this number ends in 5, this ends in 0, so I know that top and bottom can be divided by 5. Now I know that 5 nines are 45. Okay, I don't know how many 5's are in 360 offhand, so I just do a little division sum to help me. Okay, so 5's into 3 doesn't go, so 5's into 36, so 5 7's are 35, so I would have 1 left over. 5's into 10 goes 2, so 5's into 360 is 72. Okay, now again, if you know your times tables, 9 into 9 goes once, and 9 into 72 goes 8. So this is 1/8. So I'm hoping you can see the importance of your multiplication tables. Okay, you could still divide this down by 3 and by 3 and then go again and again, and you will come to this, but if you know your multiplication tables, it's a lot faster. So this is 1/8 of all the cars. So to find an eighth of anything, we just divide by 8. So I do a little sum, so it's 1/8 of the 400. 8 into 4 doesn't go, so I carry the 4 across. 8 into 40 goes exactly 5, and 8 into 0 goes 0. Okay, so this would be 50 cars. Okay, so now we get to question number 3. Now there's different ways of doing this. I know that there's 360 degrees in a circle. Now I know that this is 90 degrees, I know that this is 90 degrees, and this is 45 degrees. So to find this angle, I could just add these angles together and take them away from 360 degrees. What we can do is get a bit clever. I know that this represents 100 cars. I know the red represents 50 cars. Now if this is 90 degrees, the same as this, then this will also represent 100 cars. So this is just going to be the remainder of the cars. So it will be 400 cars sold minus, now we have 100, 200, 250. So we can take 250 away from that. Okay, so we do a little sum. 400 take away 250. Nothing from nothing is nothing. I borrow 1, so that becomes 3. 5 from 10 is 5, and 2 from 3 is 1. So I can see that this represents 150 cars. Okay, so that saves me all the trouble of adding these angles together, taking them from 360 and then making a new fraction. Okay, so this is teaching you to think. Okay, so you can see here that to find the number of yellow and red and blue cars is very simple. We just put it over 360 degrees, cancel it, find the fraction, and once we found the fraction, we can then find that number here. Okay, so I hope this helps, and good luck, and just carry